Hello, Aries. Hello. This is Sherry at Soul Conscious, and this is going to be your July overview, monthly overview. And the way that I do these monthly overviews, I do them different than anyone out there. I do them a lot differently. So I do 3 rows. We pull an oracle card first, and then 3 cards that basically, in a sense, help clarify the message for me. And we do 3 rows. Your first row is your emotional self, how you're thinking and feeling in the moment, in the month of July. Over the month of July, what are you going to be experiencing as far as feelings and emotions, your emotional self. The middle row is your soul self. It's kind of your subconscious. It's kind of the hidden parts of you, the 5D parts of you that you may not be aware of out on a deeper level. And then that final row is our physical self. It's kind of more that bringing things into reality. How is that manifesting? How we're feeling and thinking through the month of July, and what is in our subconscious that we may be manifesting that we're not aware of. How is that manifesting into our reality during the month of July? And what are we going to see in the month of July, So that's kind of how I do these. And then at the end, since I don't do love readings, I do pull one card at the end just as a, quick, what you might see in love, one card for love at the end, just to wrap it up. And that's the way I end them. So we're going to go ahead and get started with your thing. So it looks like you might have a little bit of a challenging month. The month of July might be a little bit challenging for you, Aries. Also, I do want to say that this is a general message for whenever you find it. There might be something in it for you. It's timeless because the message, even though I'm doing these for July, everybody's on different timelines, so you can be in this energy in different times, but I am pulling this with the intent that this is for July. So I think this deck is the deck that I want for this. Okay, so for your emotions, I need to pull an emoji card. I feel like I'm a little bit off. I keep feeling like I'm missing something, but a little bit off here, but we'll get with it. Your first sign, so that's happens. Not like I've cranked out like you're the 12th one. Okay, so for your emotions for the month of July, I have Wars and Battles as your oracle card. And I just feel like that's obviously conflict. I'm getting almost like a butting heads energy, like maybe some pride might be getting in the way in something a little bit. And then for your emoji card, we have that makes sense if something's not going your way. That's what I'm kind of picking up on, that things might just not be in the month of July. Things might not be going according to plan or going your way. What else? The High Priestess. And 3 cards on this War and Battle. Okay, there we go. That was quick. It's the High Priestess, the Hangman, and the 4 of Pentacles. So really, okay. So I get for your feelings and emotions for the month of July, Aries. I think that you're going to be trying to hold your tongue, because I think that that if you don't hold back and hold your tongue, it's going to lead to some conflicts. So you're trying to hold your tongue is what I'm really, really picking up on for your feelings and emotions. Is it's going to be, you know, you're going to feel like you're constantly having to hold back from saying how you really feel. And you're using your intuition. Your intuition is telling you that it's probably best to keep your mouth closed and not say anything, because if you don't, it's going to lead to conflict, is what I really am picking up on. Okay, we're moving on to your soul self. It's your soul self. This is kind of your subconscious or what you may not be aware of that you might be thinking at a deeper level, that kind of undercurrent. Your subconscious or your higher self, you know, what you're feeling, thinking, your higher self that you may not be aware of. It's really making me shuffle. Oh, what's that one? Okay. Okay, so that's the card you have for, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right. This is Sacred Geometry, but Merkaba. So I'm picking up on, there's something you're desiring is what I'm really picking up on with that card. So yep, and then we get the Three of Wands. It says, yes, it's something you desire. It's something you're looking forward to. You know, you're... Okay. So it looks like to me that your soul self or your higher self is longing to heal from something. Like you're trying to heal or recover from something, from I really feel if you're in a relationship, you're desiring to to offer love somewhere to someone somewhere. You're longing for a new beginning in love is what I'm really picking up on. So if you're single or even if you're married, secretly in your soul, you're wanting a new beginning in love. And that could be a new beginning with the same person. You know, it doesn't have to be a different person. I mean, even if you're married or in a relationship, it could be a new beginning in love with the same person. But you're desiring a new beginning, almost like a little bit of a do-over in a sense. You're wanting almost a do-over. And I think because it looks like, because of the way you're feeling, you know, you're feeling in the month of July, that you have to hold your tongue, that you can't, that you know that it's in your best interest to hold back and not say how you feel, because you know that if you speak your truth, it's going to cause some conflicts. If you say how you really feel, it's going to cause some conflicts. Whether that's, you know, the fact that the way you feel is that you need to move on from a relationship you're currently in, and you know that's going to cause conflicts because it's going to hurt the person's feelings, because you're going to end things, or whether there's something that, you know, that you want to start over in the same relationship with the person, something that has, you know, that there's a secret desire that you have, that you're longing for, that you haven't expressed to this person, and you're afraid that expressing that to them is going to cause a conflict. But it's something you secretly desire to share with that person, and hoping that it will change the relationship dynamic. So how that is going to manifest into the world, or your 3D self, your physical self, is we We have rescue. Do you need rescued? Do you need rescued from a situation? I don't mean to joke about that, especially if you're in a situation you feel like you need rescued from, like you can't, if you feel like you're in a situation, Aries, where you feel like you can't share how you feel, it can be very tough. It can be very, very hard to deal with. Especially when in your soul, you're wanting to express how you feel, and it's hurting you to not express how you feel to this person. Yeah. And you know that expressing how you feel is probably going to cause conflict, which is probably why you're getting that rescue card, because you feel like it's almost like a damned if you do, damned if you don't energy is what I'm almost feeling. Like you can't win, or feel like you can't win. Like almost a little bit of defeated energy. And you have the Seven of Swords here, which is deception, which, I mean, with everything I've said, that makes sense, because you're deceiving, not only are you deceiving yourself by not sharing your truth, keeping your truth to yourself, not sharing it, so you're deceiving yourself, but you're also deceiving the other person, because you're not telling them the truth either, because you feel like you can't. So it is a deception. I definitely see that with that Seven of Swords. That makes so much sense. Yeah, you're deceiving, that you can work on things and get the stability that you want with the way things are currently. You can't work under the deception is that you can't work under the current conditions to get the stability that you need in the relationship, for the stability for the long term that you need in this relationship. And that's how it's manifesting out, is this deception is coming through, where you see that the way things are in this situation is not going to lead to the long term and to your happiness and long-term stability. And you know that, but you're not sharing that because there's something, because you're afraid of the conflicts that are going to happen if you share your truth of how you're really feeling, Aries. So let's see. I'm going to go ahead. You know what? I didn't do this the card decks that I normally do, but it's fine because it came out the way that it did. And I'm feeling like I need to pull. I'm gonna pull this is a shadow deck. It's a dark tarot. It's a shadow deck, and since you're sitting in this kind of hidden shadow energy a little bit, I'm gonna use it to pull your love card for the end here. Usually I use this for your soul self to kind of uncover what you don't know, and I didn't do that this time, but there's always a reason. I mean, the message came out clear doing it the way that it did, so that's fine. I don't mind. So the Five of Wands, so it's that conflict coming back up. It's just reinforcing that first oracle card, the conflict, that you're scared of the conflict. You're holding back and not sharing things because you're scared of the conflict. You won't stand up for yourself. You're not standing up for yourself. And then that's your, that's your energy, your love energy for the month of July is conflict, conflict and because, ultimately, I think that you're gonna have to open up, and I mean, like I said, your intuition is telling you it's probably not a wise idea, to share how you feel with this person, because it's gonna, that it's gonna cause conflict, but you're going to need to because it's just you're causing the deception for both of you by not speaking your truth here. Because I feel like that conflict is just going to increase regardless of whether you share your truth or not, is what I'm picking up on. I feel like there's something else I should do. I don't know. I just feel like, that was definitely a good message and it makes sense. I don't feel like I need to clarify anything because that was a pretty wrapped up message, I feel. Well, let me know if this message resonates with you. I would love to hear if it is resonating with you, and if you're sitting in this energy. I think I'm going to pull one more card. Let me use this deck. No. I know. I want this deck. Sorry, Aries. I know this is unorthodox. This isn't what I normally do. But something's telling me, I don't know. I think you need to know, should you stay or should you go? Or should you communicate or not? Oh my gosh. This card, sorry, but man, that deck is slick as heck. Okay. That was interesting. Let's put some cards in reverse. I have to fix that. My cards got mixed up, or some of them are upside down. So, when I ask the question of should you speak your truth, I get don't be impulsive. If you're going to speak your truth, Aries, if you decide to not hold back, make sure that when you do it, that it's not rash and impulsive, that you don't react, that in like quickly react to something, to a situation. So if this person says or does something and you've been holding your tongue, but you decide for some reason to not hold your tongue, you can't hold back anymore, and you just let it out, that's not going to be good for you. What I'm getting here is the advice is to make sure that when you talk to this person, that you have thought out what you want to say, that you come from a very reasonable place, that it's well thought out about what you want to say and how you want to say it, and that that it's said in such a way that isn't rash and impulsive, that it's very kind of practical in a way, or very compassionate, understanding and compassionate is what I'm picking up. That's what I have. I think that was good advice. I apologize that it took me a minute. I had a little bit of fumbles there, and it took me a minute, but I felt like you might need some clarification, because I do feel like you're holding back because you don't want to cause conflict. And so definitely conflict will happen if you act from an impulsive place. So with this Knight, Knight of Wands in reverse, it's saying, do the opposite of that. Don't act impulsive and rash. Try and think things through and just come from a place that is more compassionate and understanding, and loving than that fire energy that you're known for, Aries. Don't be, don't come at them hard with, this is, where it may start an argument because you want to say your piece, and say it with a lot of passion and determination. I think it needs to be spoken from a place of compassion and understanding, on the other person's part, and it will be received much better in that way. So that's what I have for you for the month of July. If you enjoyed this reading or if it resonated, please hit the like button down below and let me know that it did resonate with you. Also, I'd love to hear from you. Share any comments down below, if this situation does resonate with you, or if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section. Thank you for joining me this month. I thank you and appreciate you so much for taking the time to tune in and listen to me ramble. Thank you again. Have a wonderful, wonderful month. Joy, love, and light.